I moved to a new country again. And this time to the best city in the world. At least that's what Forbes said in 2023. This city is Malaga, in the heart of Costa del Sol, in the south of Spain. And if you've been following my channel, you'd know that I've lived pretty much everywhere. This is my 7th country. I've lived in England, Brazil, Italy, Indonesia, Australia, Argentina, and now Spain. And also, I've been a nomad for a few years, so I've been around. I'm excited to present you my new country and show you my adventures around here. So why here? Why did I choose Malaga after living in so many paradise-level places? I'm gonna show you throughout this video the best things to do in Malaga. And actually, it's not Malaga. I'm living in Fuengirola, a small town next to Malaga. And I'm gonna show you all the best things to do in this place. Let's go? But before taking you around, I want to give you a little bit of background story. Last year, I had decided to stop traveling full-time and build a home base. After so many years of traveling, I felt like I really needed to slow down and find my place in the world. In 2024, I decided my base would be Patagonia in Argentina. I really thought that this place would be my forever home. But as life often goes, plans changed. And this time, my partner and I decided to start a new chapter together. And our journey brought us here, to Fuengirola, a smaller town right next to Malaga. Within 15 minutes, you're up in the mountains. And then you can go back to the ocean. It's a perfect balance of ocean and mountains. With a charming old town full of cafes, restaurants, and tapas bar. Fuengirola had everything we were looking for. Life at the beach, access to nature, the social life, the community, and living in a place in the Mediterranean. So let's go and check everything that I just said and check a little bit more of the town. Here in Fuengirola and all South Spain, this is a local tradition here in Malaga to have sardines by the beach. So you can see a bunch of these restaurants called chiringuitos, and they serve the sardines.
In Malaga, they are called espetos.
Espetos. Espetos. Con el acento.
Espetos.
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 Espetos. Fuengirola is a summer destination. Most days of the year are sunny and warm, thanks to its location in the far south of Europe. I was unlucky to film this video on a cloudy day, but the drone shots I got another day give a more accurate view of the kind of scenery you will find here. It's perfect for a chill Spanish holiday, with great restaurants, friendly people, beautiful nature, and easy to reach locations. It's a Mediterranean beach, usually very blue and very sunny. So as I said, this is the Costa del Sol. Usually it's super sunny, blue waters, full of people. But today that I decided to film the video, it's like this. Surprisingly, this place is not as flat as other places in the Mediterranean. You could also go surfing. Obviously much more flat than a place in Portugal, but you can go surfing here. And this really surprised me because when I came here, I was like, nice, I'm gonna live in the Mediterranean, but I'm not gonna be able to surf. But then I got here and there are waves. Usually the waves are in the days like this, that the sun is not here. But I'm excited that most of the days I have the sun, I have the beach, I have the Mediterranean vibes, and some of the days I also have the surfing vibes that I love so much. And besides surfing, there are so many other things to do. The other day I got a boat and we saw a bunch of dolphins, for example, so you can see wildlife here as well. Another thing that I was not expecting, I think a lot of people think of Mediterranean and we don't think of wildlife, we don't think of surfing, we think of having a drink by the beach of a very flat beach, and this is not here. Here is a mixture, and this was one of the things that we decided to come to this place to try it out. Another thing that we really like about here is the global community. When I travel, I always try to find places where I'm gonna be able to find people from all over the world, and the community of expats here is huge. The amount of English people, Nordic people, South American people, from everywhere, African people, you can find here. So the connection with other cultures for me, it's always important. So in a day you can go have breakfast in a Swedish bakery, and then for lunch you can get Indian food, and in the afternoon you can have Spanish tapas. And I love that about here. You have access to different cultures, you have access to different cuisines. So it's a mixture of city life and also nature life. And besides the expat community, there is also a lot of digital nomads around here. Malaga became, after being voted the best city in the world, it became one of the destinations that digital nomads choose. So a lot of people choose also Tarifa, which is nearby. I have a few videos about there as well. They choose Tenerife, and now they're starting to come to Malaga towards a little bit of a more city life. But if you don't want the craziness of Malaga, you can just come a little bit further towards Fuengirola, Marbella, and you're gonna love it. And another thing that I love about Spanish culture is the social life. I know that I've mentioned, but I think it's nice to mention about it again. People want to gather all the time, they want to see each other, and that's something that in some countries you don't find it. For example, when I used to live in the UK, the social life is not as important as in Spain, for example. And I don't know, you find people here that they want to connect, they want to go for tapas, they want to go for a beer. And I just love this about the Spanish culture. One of the reasons to come here is the sun. As I said, today is not the best day to film this video, but usually there is sun in this town the whole year round. You can come here in winter and there will probably be people in the ocean, there will be sun, and just a few days you're gonna have some cloudy days. But yeah, I think maybe like 300 days of the year you're gonna have full sun, and that's why it's called Costa del Sol. And the last but not least reason why it's a nice place to live is that it's super central. You know, it's Europe, but it's not like every other place in Europe. Malaga has a huge airport, super well connected. You can go to everywhere from Malaga with good prices. In 30 minutes you are in Morocco. You can get a boat and be in Morocco, so you're really well connected here. Yeah, you can travel all around the world from here with good prices, and you can be in Greece in 1 hour and a half, and you can be in 30 minutes with a boat. You're in Morocco. It's literally 14 kilometers from here, Morocco. If you're in Tarifa, you can literally see Morocco after the Strait of Gibraltar. So all of these reasons made us try this place as our new base. Is this place going to be my base forever? We're not sure. I don't want to say, yeah, this is our place and we're gonna be here, as I did last year, and in the end we ended up not staying in Patagonia for a bunch of reasons. I did love Patagonia. It's a place that I will always keep it in my heart, but we made the decision to just try somewhere together, me and my boyfriend, to try somewhere together and start somewhere together, because Patagonia was his place and we wanted to do and start our life somewhere new. So yeah, let's see if Fuengirola is gonna be our base for a couple of years or for a couple of months. we've moved here already a few months ago, and yeah, I'm excited to see where this is gonna take us. I'm excited to see if we're gonna fall in love more, if we're going to fall out of love with the city. I don't know. And another thing that I want to talk about in another video is about the prices. A lot of people say that the prices here in Spain is one of the good reasons to live here, but in my opinion, this is changing. It's not as cheap as it used to be, but I'm gonna make a video specifically about this. But obviously, if you compare to Nordic and English countries, it's still very affordable. And yeah, this is why we moved here. And I'm excited to show you a bunch of adventures that you can do around here, to show you the nature, the lifestyle. This is just an introduction to my Spanish Mediterranean life. Subscribe for more, share with everyone you know, and see you in my next video.